Hi, I'm Jane King, and this is New to the Street in person back here at the NASDAQ market site in New York City. This show is all about public, private, and blockchain companies, how the CEOs, the founders, and the innovators bringing you lots of opportunities to consider. Here we go. Telomere Pharmaceuticals doing some interesting groundbreaking study into aging. And with me to explain exactly what's going on here, Dr. Chris Chapman, co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Telo Pharma. So great to have you here. And let's just start with the story. Lay the groundwork about the company. What is it you're doing at Telo? Well,
it's very exciting, and we have revolutionary changes in science. And I think that the Nobel Prize was given in 2009 for discovering telomeres. Okay, but since then there's not been a big breakthrough, and what we've done is we've discovered a drug that actually stimulates the telomeres so they're elongated. Now, you have telomeres, you have chromosomes. The chromosomes continue to duplicate, and you have telomeres on top of it. I'll just give you an example.
Okay.
So this is the shoestring, and if you take off the shoestring, your shoes will come off. Just like on the chromosome, the tip of it is a telomere. This is the telomere on the tip,
yes.
And this is the chromosome.
Okay.
Every time the chromosome divides, the telomere shortens. When it shortens too much, the cells die, you age. We've discovered a drug that stimulates the telomerase and elongate the telomeres so you won't age.
Okay.
Okay.
So next year is going to be a key year for the
Absolutely.
company. It sounds like you're going to really be a pivotal year. Tell me about the company management. You're the co-founder. Who else is on the board and management at Telo?
Okay. Well, I've been around in pharmaceuticals for about 25 or 30 years. I graduated from Georgetown Medical School in DC, and I've worked at Pfizer, Merck, all the major pharmaceutical companies in the world, just about Japan, Asia, all over. And so I'm the co-founder. I discovered it with my team. I'm the CEO, president, chief medical officer. And the reason I'm doing that is because I have to make sure this works. I'm a military man. I need to make sure this works, so I have my hands on everything. Now we have staff underneath that that take care. We have clinical trials, regulatory, all different types of management. But I make sure that I'm running the top of the program, make sure this gets through the FDA so they make it to approval. And
you recently went public.
February 9th, we had an IPO, went very well.
Yeah.
We came out at $7 a share, and we floated about 1 million shares. We have like 29 million outstanding right now. And I look back at other companies, other biotechs that went public around the same time we did, and we may be 0.5 or like 1% down. Some of them 15 to 70% down from where they were on February 9th. So I think we're doing very well, and we're very stable.
Very interesting. And you're using the money, the proceeds from that, to help fund this research.
Yeah, financially we're in pretty good shape. We raised about 5.8 million. That 5.8 million would take us all the way to the phase 1 study in the first quarter of 2025.
Okay.
So we have the funds to make it to that IND.
To get through there. Well, fascinating. I wish you the best of luck, and come back next year with some updates.
I will.
Especially these human trials. It'll be very interesting to see what happens there.
Yes.
Thank you, Dr.
I'd be glad to. Thank you.
Lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis can be difficult to treat and debilitating for an animal's health and well-being. Take control of lameness issues and joint pain. Introducing Spring with OsteoCushion technology. With just one injection, Spring with OsteoCushion technology targets the root cause of lameness issues, joint pain, and osteoarthritis, helping animals do what they do best.
La Rosa Realty is upending the home buying and selling business with technology and a new business model. Many real estate firms have complicated revenue models, but La Rosa's business model helps agents by having multiple revenue streams. So with me is the CEO, Joe La Rosa. Welcome.
Thank you.
And Dina La Rosa, the Chief Operating Officer, and Peter Goldstein, Capital Markets Advisor to La Rosa. So let's start with you, Peter. So what's happening in the IPO markets? I know you were instrumental in helping La Rosa take the company public. Just give me a sense of what's going on in the IPO market.
It's an interesting time, Jen. You know, right now there's actually been more IPOs in this quarter, ending in 2024, than the cumulative of the 2 quarters from 2022 and 2023. There were 7 IPOs over $500 million. which is starting to show the activity is picking up again and stimulating new investors and new companies coming in. There's a very long pipeline of companies. Right now, probably about 12 to 15 very large IPOs that are publicly filed, and a number that have not yet publicly filed. So the pipeline looks strong. I think they're waiting for the markets to open up and for more liquidity and more access to capital.
Culture is everything. In our company, I think it's the difference. We call it the La Rosa difference. It's our 3 words, right? Family, passion, growth. We do a lot of different things, like daily. We have wins meetings because we want everyone to celebrate their wins, whether big or small, for the day. And we just make sure that all the events we do, we have our family gathering every year so we can bring the full family. Because I think it's important when you work to people to also get to know their family. So we really, we wake up and go to bed to how can we do more collaborative things within our culture. So it's really that. We care about the people we work with, and I think that's a big thing that makes a difference in our company.
Yeah. Many years ago, I was actually asked by my marketing director as we were getting ready to attend a event where we had to put a big exhibit on and talk about our company and the different things that we have to offer. And he said, okay, so what do you want to have be like the key words behind you? And I said, you know what? I want it to be family, passion, and growth. And so I was taught many years ago that people will choose to do business with you not because of what you do, but because of why you do what you do. And I really wanted to put our culture, at the forefront to let folks know why are we different at La Rosa.
Yeah. And Peter, let's talk a little bit about your book and what you do and how you advise, in particular, smaller companies to access the capital markets.
And so I wrote a book called The Entrepreneur's IPO. And Joe and Dina are really like my target. They're just an exactly perfect profile of a client where they're committed to going public and they haven't taken this route before. And it's a journey. So the book actually describes from a very practical and really pragmatic perspective what it's like to go through the journey. And that's part of my advisory firm. But I wanted to be able to let entrepreneurs know that there's something possible that they're not aware of. Most people think you need to be a unicorn and you need private equity and venture capital. Well, here's a testament, and I've done many, to say it's just not true. So it's a myth around Wall Street that I'd like to debunk and give access to more companies the ability to come to market when understanding that they can grow and develop as they access capital and liquidity.
Yeah, no, it's really good advice because, like you said, I mean, a lot of people think they'll never be able to IPO, but many companies can do that. So thank you, Peter. Thank you, Dina. Thank you, Joe, for coming in.
Thank you. All right.
FinTech TV, the newest streaming channel focused exclusively on the business of blockchain, digital assets, and sustainability. Broadcasting from our studio on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange and daily reports from NASDAQ. We are planning a global expansion, 24/7 coverage. You can be a part of the launch as an investor in FinTech TV. For more information, go to fintech.tv/invest.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
Zap Electric Vehicles is run by a team of experts from the mobility industry on a mission to redefine the electric two-wheeler segment. Zap's debut product, the i300, is an urban electric high-performance two-wheeler capable of traditional motorcycle levels of performance in a step-through format, making them easier to use and more fun to ride. Now, for this premium product and the company's premium direct-to-customer experience, customers ordering the i300 online will have their bikes conveniently delivered to their home or office by authorized zappers, who will provide at-home inspection, service, and support throughout the vehicle ownership life cycle. And with me is Mark Coble, the head of investor relations, to talk more about the company. What is the ZAP mission? I kind of briefly touched on it, but why is this important to you?
For me, it's ZAP's approach to design and intention in electrification. There's relatively few two-wheelers that are sold in the U.S., so I think something U.S. investors may not fully appreciate is just how many two-wheelers are sold elsewhere in the world. And so oftentimes that will coincide in places where there may not be extensive public transport infrastructure. And so the i300 was really designed as an elegant solution to empower personal mobility in places like that. And then, of course, the addition of electrification on that brings in the benefits of zero tailpipe emissions and savings that get factored into total cost of ownership.
And today I'm pleased to have with me Dave Sturgeon, the Chief Financial Officer, to talk more about ZAP. So tell us, why do two-wheel vehicles lend themselves especially well to electrification?
Well, I mean, the phrase people always use is range anxiety, about you're terrified that your family car will run out when you're going from city X to city Y, and there's nothing you can do. And my experience in the UK, if you're in a big city, there's loads of charging, but if you go 5 miles out, it's a much more challenging proposition. And you go to the countryside, good luck to you. And whereas two-wheelers, you're talking shorter journeys. Our bike is a bike that you ride in the Hamptons, not to the Hamptons, as one of our US-based investors always tells me. And having portable batteries which are removable and not swappable, but actually you can just charge it at a wall socket. In theory, it's infinite. You can charge your battery up from 20 to 80 inside 40 minutes. You can any wall socket. You don't need dedicated infrastructure. And the use case for two wheels in a city is very different to a four wheel. Yes, you would still need your four wheel if you want to go on large family journeys, etc. That's not what we're about. But actually, as a second car, or actually as an alternative to public transportation, we're very much targeting the total cost of ownership, and comparing what does it cost you for a subway ticket for the month compared to leasing a ZAP. Because in the majority of countries, most people don't buy vehicles anymore. They lease them, and that's the equation that they are doing when they decide what to do.
What is the range of the i300?
The range on one battery is about 40 miles, and so given that the average commute of an urban dweller in Europe is about 8 miles a day, you're probably only charging up once a week. So each of the bikes comes with 2 batteries, so you can always have one in the bike and one in your backpack. I mean, they're only like 6 kilos or whatever, so it's about the size of a laptop. It's a very manageable proposition. It's not one of these swappable batteries that is the size of a large suitcase. It's no problem at all. So.
Okay, Dave, thank you so much. So interesting. Thanks.
Thank you.
FinTech TV, the newest streaming channel focused exclusively on the business of blockchain, digital assets, and sustainability. Broadcasting from our studio on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange and daily reports from NASDAQ. We are planning a global expansion, 24/7 coverage. You can be a part of the launch as an investor in FinTech TV. For more information, go to fintech.tv/invest.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
Performance Golf is an online platform that helps golfers get better faster. And with me is CEO Brixton Albert to explain exactly how this works. So let's just lay the groundwork. Tell me about Performance Golf, and then we'll dig into the details of the business.
Absolutely, and great to be here. So essentially, we have a platform that helps golfers get better faster at golf by giving the average golfer access to some of the best instructors in the world. Instructors that would be difficult to take lessons from. They're highly regarded. They're very difficult to get in front of and work with face-to-face. We have them on our platform to help golfers get better through our digital courses, our training aids, and actually some golf clubs and artificial intelligence we're creating to help golfers get better at this difficult, frustrating, but also fun game to play.
I know. It's addictive but frustrating. I know from people who golf a lot. So my husband being one of those.
Hardest game for sure.
So what products have been the most popular, would you say?
I would say, so on the digital side, the products that have worked best for us are the one-shot slice fix. It's a course to fix your slice. So 90% of golfers slice, and we've got a great course from Tiger Woods' former coach to fix your slice. Then we have another course called the Simple Strike Sequence. It's a course that helps the average player just make better contact and hit the golf ball more crisply. And then on the physical side, where we actually have golf clubs, we have a driver called the SF1. And it's a driver that actually fixes a golfer's slice, because we've put 5 unique features into the club that all work to help golfers square the face better and hit that ball that's turning right to left versus hitting a slice.
Yeah. And I know you talked about AI, and you've done a lot of research and development as well into the products. Is the AI part of that, and how does that fit into the whole platform?
Yeah, so when people typically buy from us, they buy a product that fixes a pain point for them in their golf game. And then once they come into our platform, they have an option where they can upload a video of their swing. Okay, a golf pro will analyze it, or our swing AI will analyze it. So you can upload your swing into our platform, and then within 10 seconds, our AI will analyze your swing, and it'll say, Jane, hey, you've got 6 things wrong with your swing, right? But here's where you should start first. And then it shows you a step-by-step video to fix that. And then when you go practice, it actually shows you if you're fixing that properly, so you're not out there practicing and wasting your time. We want to help you practice smart with feedback to know if you're getting better. So we're really investing into making our platform the smartest platform to help golfers get better. Plus, we're investing into our club technology to make golf clubs that are just easier for the average golfer to have more success with.
Now, you mentioned Tiger Woods' coach. I mean, who are some of the instructors that you have, and do you plan on adding more?
Yeah, great question. So am I allowed to break it officially to you here?
Absolutely, I love that.
I saw your application come through. We're not, no, I'm just giving you a hard time. I was going to say we can't bring you on yet, but no, we have Tiger Woods' former coach, Hank Haney. We have Sir Nick Faldo on our platform. He's a 6-time major champion. He won the Masters 3 times.
I was going to say, I've heard of Faldo.
Absolute golfing legend. We have Martin Chuck. He's one of the Golf Digest 7 best teachers in the world. We have David Ledbetter on our platform. He's taught 7 former world #1 golfers. So we have a really rare group of instructors that, again, the typical golfer couldn't get access to, but they're on our platform, and there's a chance to learn from them to improve their games.
Yeah. Who are the most popular ones?
I would say the most popular are Martin Chuck. Martin's got an amazing course called the Simple Strike Sequence. Martin is just so good at dumbing things down for the average amateur to help them learn things in golf faster. Martin's got golfers that fly in from all over the world to see him. So Martin Chuck and Hank Haney, Tiger Woods' former coach, he used to work with Tiger, I would say are 2 of our most popular teachers.
What makes performance golf different from some of the other online golfing platforms out there?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think when you look at the golf industry today, there's like YouTube, there's magazines, and it's often like pulling advice from all these different places. What our platform does is it guides golfers through a strategic journey to improve their game. So you come into our platform, you upload your swing, you figure out what you need to work on. So you're working on the right things. You come into our platform, you can enter your stats when you play. So if you had a bad day with putting, our platform can say, hey, we saw your putting was a little off today. Check out these videos to learn from one of the best putting teachers in the world. So our platform is about guiding golfers through a strategic journey to serve up the right information at the right time to help them get better faster, versus the golf industry has all this information where you have to piece it together.
Okay.
We make it more step-by-step and relevant to you.
Yes, I was going to say, it sounds more tailored to you and exactly what you need to work on.
And it needs to be in golf, because if you don't work on the right things in golf's the one game you can actually practice and get worse.
And get worse.
Yeah, which is frustrating.
Yeah, no, I'm sure.
Very frustrating.
So how is it for everybody, even beginners?
Yeah, like we really, like I would say we're not going after tour pros with our platform. They're often working with like teachers, you know, in person. But our platform is really geared for beginner golfers, to just the average, you know, weekend golfer, golfer playing a few times a week that just wants to get better and enjoy the game.
How long does it take till they start to see improvement?
Yeah, that's another great question. So when you come into our platform, the solution that you would purchase, the first product, is really geared to fix your biggest pain point. So we want to get golfers that quick win. And that often knocks 3 to 5 shots off their handicap. If you can just fix your biggest issue in golf, that can make the game a lot more fun. But then once we fix that, it's like, okay, what's your second biggest challenge? And then that's where we help them in that step-by-step manner.
Yeah, interesting. How can somebody find out more about performance golf?
Performancegolf.com. You can also go to the App Store. You can have all of our videos right on your phone if you go to the App Store and type in Performance Golf. And yeah, we'd love to help you improve your game and enjoy the game more.
We're getting into the summer, so perfect time
right around the corner.
Improve your golf game.
Yeah.
So Brixton, thank you so much.
Awesome. Thanks for having me here. Yep.
FinTech TV, the newest streaming channel focused exclusively on the business of blockchain, digital assets, and sustainability. Broadcasting from our studio on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange and daily reports from NASDAQ. We are planning a global expansion, 24/7 coverage. You can be a part of the launch as an investor in FinTech TV. For more information, go to fintech.tv/invest.
Your data is vulnerable to hackers, with email being the cause of 91% of all cyber attacks. Introducing secure, Swiss-hosted, data-mine-free, private and secure solutions to protect your communications. Secure Mail offers secure and private email communication. Secure Messenger offers private and secure chats. Secure VPN encrypts your internet traffic and protects your digital identity. Regain your privacy today. Visit Secure at secure.com.
Gondola is a platform that will revolutionize money management by using a safe tank. The Gondola Safe Tank is a simple, straightforward tool that allows retail investors to keep their existing lifestyle while minimizing losses, increasing liquidity, ultimately gaining more use and control of their money. And with me is Brian Dumont, the CEO of Gondola, to explain the company and the Safe Tank. This is a new company, right?
Yes, it is, Jane.
Tell us about it.
Well, thank you for having me here. It's a pleasure. So Gondola is the name of our company, and Safe Tank is our product. A Gondola Safe Tank does two things. Number one, it eliminates volatility. And number two, it eliminates taxes. What are the two biggest risks to any portfolio? Volatility and taxes. And we throw in a third thing, which is a kicker, which is liquidity. Any investor knows that if you're going to have access to opportunities, you need liquidity. So it's really the perfect mix and will, I think, become investors' best friend.
Yeah, so this is like an account of sorts, right? Called a safe. How does this work? Say I'm interested in doing it. What do I do? What's my first step?
Yeah, so you can go to mysafetank.com. That's mysafetank.com, and you can look at what we have there. And in less than a minute, you can to what's called our PEM, our personal economic model, answer a couple of questions, and we will give you an estimate of what you can save in taxes with a Gondola Safe Tank and what you can avoid from potential losses with a Gondola Safe Tank.
So how are you able to avoid taxes or minimize taxes?
Yeah, so we use a platform that allows us to invest with major money managers that we have agreements with, including Blackstone, AIG, etc. And we customize every safe tank for each of our customers so that it fits the exact specifications of your needs. And all of them, however, have no volatility, no taxes, and liquidity.
And what are the instruments that the money is invested in?
So we have repurposed an insurance product that allows us to offer these in a particular way. It's a unique formula that we have come up with.
Yeah. Why has nobody done anything like this before?
That's a great question as well, and partly because, well, I've been doing it with my clients for over 20 years. I have private clients, private wealth clients. However, we realized, my brother, who's my co-founder, and I, that during the pandemic, we had to find another way to bring this to people. And at that point, the technology, as well as people's familiarity with having video calls rather than in-person, face-to-face, is now a reality. And when we add that to what's happening with AI, we now know that we'll be able to deliver this on a national platform.
How are you using AI?
So AI will become sort of an advisor that will screen, help, and teach people all about the Gondola Safe Tank. And then when they're ready, they can talk to a live person.
A live person. How can somebody find out more about this?
I suggest they go to mysafetank.com, and we have quite a bit of information there. And if you'd like more, reach out and contact one of us.
Yeah. Okay. Brian, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jane.
Thanks.